What's going on? It's Coach Williams, and I'm back for another breakdown. So, today we're going to talk Daxton Hill. So, we've been talking a lot of corners lately. Now we're going to start to sprinkle in some safeties, and this is the perfect safety to start talking about because I could definitely see him playing corner in the NFL as well, right? Really versatile guy, can play in a lot of different spots, a lot of different positions. I think that this dude is going to be a Swiss Army knife in any defense that he goes to. So, that being said, let's jump right into it. So, if there's one word that I could use to describe Daxton Hill, it would be twitchy. So, the question about him is okay, you're this great athlete. Can you be physical? Well, let's find out. He's in the slot right here, lined up on this receiver, okay? So it ends up being a run play. The slot receiver is coming out here to try to stock block him. He gets hands on, okay? And then he starts driving this dude into the pile, right? I love this because this is the kind of player I was. I felt like if you want to come in and try to block me as a receiver, you better finish the block because I'm not messing around down here, okay? So we see it, gets into the screen, drives this dude to the ground. Love it, okay? So on this play here, okay, like I said, he's a Swiss Army knife, right? He was in the slot before. Now he's all the way back here, okay? So on this play, they're running a corner blitz off the edge. So I think what's happening here is it's cover three, all right? So they're going to roll the coverage, right? We're going to rotate coverage, roll it to where the corner is leaving, okay? And now Hill is going to play the middle of the field, right? He gets into his half turn. He's pushing to the middle of the field. And this receiver out here is running a crosser, and bang, he drives on that thing, right? So obviously, he's a midfield safety. His landmark is about a yard outside the hash. Ball ends up a yard outside the hash. So it's going to be really hard to make that play. But if they want to catch that ball, they want to run that play, right? We're going to make them pay for it, okay? So play action pass. Quarterback sees it, throws it, bang, crush that guy. If you're going to catch the ball in the middle of the field as a safety, we got to make sure the dudes pay for it. He's big and physical enough to make him pay for it. So we're talking about corner, right? So Wisconsin comes out here in 22 personnel, okay? So we got two backs, two tight ends. Michigan chooses to match it by putting all these big dudes out here, right? And then they put their safety at corner, right? So we got him matched up out here, and they're going to end up running this fullback dive, but it gives us an opportunity here to look at his press technique, okay? So nice, good, short, choppy 6-inch steps, right? Staying nice and square. As the receiver pushes outside, right? Declares to the outside. He opens up his hips, right? We can see, we talk about him being a twitchy athlete. Look how quick he opens up his hips. Bang, right? Gets on top of that thing. Now, what I would like to see at the end of it, him finish the rep, right, is once he knows the receiver is going vertical, right, even if the ball's not coming out here, even if they're running it, right, we want to use our technique, harass this guy, right? Use your hands, push him, right, or get cut off, right, get in a cutoff position, get in his hip pocket. We got to harass this guy, right? You don't want to let him run free up the field, right? That's foreshadowing, okay? So, again, they come out in 22 personnel. This time, they got him playing this nickel Sam here, right? Off-ball linebacker. So we got two backs, tight end wing over here, okay? And he's stacked over Aiden Hutchinson. So he reads this play out and makes a tackle, right? So we're going to be able to see it better from the tight, okay? So some coaching points here, right? He plays this beautifully. So we got Aiden Hutchinson out here. And so Aiden reads the down block. And when he gets that down block, this is how we coach it. You want to squeeze the down block. And the reason why we want Aiden squeezing this down block is we don't want there to be any daylight here, okay? So Aiden works to get down here, right? So then the fullback comes out here and tries to kick him out, okay? So as you'll notice, these two dudes are on a string. That's how we coach it, okay? We want Daxton to be on a string with Aiden. If he's squeezing, I'm squeezing because we don't want there to be any daylight, okay? So then you'll notice now this has become his gap, okay? Because they're trying to kick out Hutchinson. So this has become his gap. But rather than being a madman and being crazy and trying to shoot the gap, he keeps squeezing and stays nice and square, right? Because there's also a gap right here. If he shoots this gap and misses, then this guy is going to have some open field and some open space to operate with. But he does a good job of being under control, being patient, getting in there, going straight down the line of scrimmage and making the tackle. That's textbook. It's really good right there, all right? So now we got him here, right? He's playing in the slot. He's on his slot receiver out here, okay? Empty formation. And so he's nice and patient. I like that. The short, choppy 6-inch steps, right? Then he's got some quickness. Look at those hips, right? Really twitchy athlete. We'll watch it again because that's just phenomenal. Look at this twitch here. Bang, right? Now, I said foreshadowing, right? He's not harassing the receiver, right? You got to get hands on. I want you to put your hand in his armpit and flatten this guy out. Push him to the sideline. Squeeze him, right? Doesn't do that. Doesn't get hands on. Then they get in the end zone, and he starts playing chest to chest with him. I'm not a big fan of the chest to chest with smaller DBs, right? If you're Sauce Gardner, you can play it that way. And the reason why you can play it that way is the receiver is not going to be able to see over you at all. You're going to be in his face. You're going to be in his grill, right? Like a mask, okay? So I don't like this because when you're shorter, the receiver is going to be able to see over you a little bit, right? And he's going to be able to make a play on the football. I would rather that Barkley technique that I coach, right? Play it like you're boxing him out, okay? And then you can see the football now, right? Play it like a rebound, and we can go and try to attack that 50-50 ball. Here, you're never going to get an interception or anything like that playing it this way, okay? We want to be aggressive in our technique. So if he's going to play corner, I think he's going to have to switch things up and play it that way. If you watch guys in the NFL, that's usually how they're playing it, right? So now we've got him here, right? He's on this slot right here in man-to-man coverage, right? Nope. He's coming off the edge and he's blitzing, okay? So he does a really good job of disguising it, right? You can see his eyes. He's not showing any inkling that he's coming here and he's going to blitz, right? That's really important, okay? Because they're running this fire zone here, and the quarterback, if he knows that he's blitzing off the edge, right? If he starts moving and doing stuff, the quarterback or the offensive lineman, right? They're going to be like, yo, alert. There's going to be a blitz. And that's going to alert the quarterback to know that he's hot. But the quarterback has no clue, right? He gets in there, bang, crushes this guy, okay? Talk about some physicality here, okay? So we'll see it from the tight. So how do we know? The quarterback has no clue, right? Look at the quarterback's eyes. His eyes are this way, and then he pump fakes. You're never going to pump fake like that when you're in a hot situation, right? That ball's got to come out quickly. He has no clue. Bang. Crushes him. Love it. All right. So now, last play. Again, he's in here in the slot, all right? And so here, I think we're running cover 2 here, okay? So that would mean that he's the curl match defender, right? So he's this curl match defender here, okay? And the quarterback is reading him. He sees, okay, he's the curl match, and he is vacating the zone, right? Because his hips are turned this way, okay? So this receiver comes out here. He runs the out route, but you'll see Daxton Hill's hips flip back, right? Talk about him being a twitchy athlete. His hips flip back. Quarterback's got no chance to throw that ball into that window because of his athleticism. Love it. So we'll see it again from the tight. Makes a play on the football. High points it, right? High points the ball. Catches it with his hands. That's what we want to see. All right? So Daxton Hill. Really like this dude. Really interested to see where he's going to go, right? So we know the safeties that usually don't really go in the first round unless you're the other safety that we're going to talk about. That dude is a lock as a top 10 pick. But most safeties, especially an undersized guy like this, not sure in today's NFL if they're valued as first rounders, but I think he's a guy that's probably going to go at the end of the first, or he's got to come off the board really quick in the second round, right? He is going to make a defensive coordinator really excited. He's a chess piece that offensive coordinators are going to be staying up at night wondering what they're going to do about him. So, with that being said, we're going to move on. We're going to talk about some more corners, some more safeties. As I said before, you got some people that are interested about the DBs that are coming out in the draft. Your team's got a DB need. I'm the guy for you. So, share this video far and wide, all right? So, as always, it's Coach Williams, Ball Hawks. We fly. I'm out. Peace.